All right, all right, all right. We got my main man came all the way down from Texas just to get that trim, that chopped up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Yeah, hey, looking like a little Jesus right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't call him Jesus because he ain't Jesus.
Dang sure ain't that.
Nah, he walked right out of here and grab him a beer and fall on his face. I just called you Jesus. No, no, we can't do that.
No, sir.
So we'll use the Jesus version.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Oh,
yeah, man. So you want to comb your hair backwards, or how do you want to comb it?
Yeah, I usually comb it backwards.
You comb it back. Okay.
Yeah.
So you say you want a 2 on the top and a 1 on the bottom.
Yep.
And I can tell right now by looking in his head how this hair, how he has a cowlick. His hair right here is sticking straight up. Now I'm going to see if I can get y'all to see that before we start. All right. Let's get on the eye. There you go. You see that? You see that natural part in his head. Now look at this piece right here. Got a little swirl going on right here. All right. Right there. All right. This part right here wants to stand straight up. So we're going to see what we're going to do about that. Now, I've never cut this gentleman before.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, he saw me cutting hair and said, I got to buy me an airplane ticket. I got to go there. Right there.
That's right.
All right, man. So he want to start with a 2 on the top. But as the barber, and he hasn't had a haircut in, how long you said? A year?
A year, yeah.
A year. So I'm not going to start with a 2 on the top. I'm going to start with something bigger so that, because I don't know his hair. I don't know if it's what's underneath, how his cowlicks go. I don't want to gap anything up. And it's on film too. So I'm going to start with a 4 and I'm going to slowly take off. I tell y'all all the time, I can always take off, I can't put on.
That's right.
So
That's right.
That's right. So I'm going to just cut it down, see what we're working with. Really? I'm not going to even go with the grain like that. I'm going to go against the grain. It's time to go against the grain because he wants a 2, so I can't gap him with this 4.
Nope.
Man,
but my hair sure can tangle up
Hey,
your machine.
You ain't lying. I might have to go with the grain to cut it down some. Yeah.
I got thick hair, dude.
You ain't lying. Hair don't want to move.
No.
Yeah, we're going to just cut his down some. Just so I can see his head and the shape of his head and the hair. We go from there. Get all this long hair out of the way. We probably can make a pillow with this, man.
Dude,
Pillow
probably.
case. Yeah, man.
I know my old lady's gonna be real mad about it. I really don't care.
There you go.
Hey, she ain't the one that gotta deal with it outside all day.
That's facts. It ain't on her head.
No.
Once you watch the video, I can already hear it talking right now.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that? Because I had to.
Hey, the one she gonna hate is me.
Nah, you just facilitate what I ask. That's all. She ain't gonna hate you.
So you might pull on the door and it's locked or something like that.
I might. That'd be alright. I slept in the doghouse once or twice.
Oh wow, there you go. There you go. You used to that bow wow wow. Yippee yay.
Well, that's a lot of hair there, brother.
Oh yeah, and you got a whole lot more on the floor.
Really?
Yeah, you do.
Wow.
So you used to wearing your hair low?
Yeah.
Really low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like ball fade.
Real low.
Yeah.
All right. So I see how he gets that too, because I'm not used to seeing what his hair look like. I want to make sure that's what he meant before I put that 2 right on his head. So that is what you mean.
Yeah, that is what I mean.
Y'all heard him. The world, you heard him. That's what he said he mean. Well, we gotta give a man what he want.
Been a while, man. I can actually see my face.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on in with that 1 on the side, and then we're gonna come back with that 2 on the top. Line him up and get him off on out of here. So you down here working, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And one of our cities, or
Yeah, right down the road from here.
y'all crushing stone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. 10 minutes down the road from here.
You got Pascagoula. You got Ocean. You in Pascagoula?
No, we're right
Ocean
here.
Spring?
Yeah, we're right outside of Ocean Spring.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Stay in Pascagoula. We'll be here for about a month.
Kind of stone they crushing around here, concrete they crushing. Would they tore something down?
Yeah, one of these concrete yards had a bunch of material at it that needed to get recrushed.
And where do y'all bring it to crush it?
They have it all at their yard. So we have a big crusher and got an excavator, 2 excavators. One of them has a hammer on it that break up the concrete, and then we have a loader. And we have a big crushing plant. And so you feed the concrete through that plant. And that plant
is
breaks
movable.
it up. Yeah, that plant's movable. It goes on the back of the 18-wheeler.
Okay.
And then it gets broke up in these big old drum rotors. Spits it out into usable material again.
Right, and they use it as rocks and stuff, stone.
Yeah, fill material.
Okay.
Yep.
Man recycles everything, bro.
Try
Ain't
to.
nothing gotta get thrown away
No.
in this world.
No.
They learned that from the hog.
Yeah, they sure did.
Boy, I tell you what, a hog don't stand a chance.
No.
They use his stomach lining all the way from chitlins to a human stomach lining.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That is not that is
So
true.
so if you had a fake stomach and you got fat, like me. I'm gonna start telling people I got hog guts. That's why I'm using hog lining. Yeah. Yeah, I see what the deal is.
There you go. Yeah, use it in heart transplants too, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I think, don't quote me on that. I'm kind of stupid, so.
Well, might as well quote you on it. I mean,
might as well.
Joe Biden was the president for 4 years saying anything.
Yeah, he really did say anything and everything.
Anything, bro.
And then half the time he wouldn't say anything at all.
Exactly.
He'd just look at you with a blank look.
That's what used to get me with Joe Biden. Hey, look, we talked him up. He on TV. Here's what
Here's
what used to get me with Joe
Biden's
Biden.
back worse than ever, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
He'll come in and he'll draw you in and he have you believing in what he finna hit you with that punchline. He like,
Yeah.
and you're like, what? What?
I don't understand. What did you say? What? None of that makes sense.
What were you about to say?
I want to know. I want to know.
But he'll pump fake on you all day.
Every day.
And he hollered something and you don't know one word he said.
Uh-huh. I know it.
I said, man, this dude right here.
He was something else, man.
I know, boy. I couldn't wait for him to get
yeah.
out of there. Yeah, dog, I couldn't wait for that dude to get out of there.
He just fucked so much stuff up. I'm sorry for cussing, but it's true.
Yeah.
He really did.
Dude is off the chain, man.
Yeah.
But at least we got somebody in there who's trying to make a change, make a difference. But I will tell you this, with these tariffs and what's going on, see, I buy and sell properties. I buy and sell houses as well. So, yes, I got caught up in bad timing with the tariffs. It's taking a minute to move the house. I just got the house under contract.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, though. What Trump is doing that people don't understand is, in the long run, it's better for the country what he's doing.
Yeah.
In the long run. We got to tariff these people. We got to stop getting ripped off and screwed by all these other countries. We got to stop that. You know, because we're going bankrupt. We just keep giving our money away.
Yeah.
We're throwing money away to everybody but our own people. And Trump is saying the same thing. But he did tell you when he was running for office, that it's going to be rough at first for the American people. He
Yeah.
told you. He told us that.
Yeah, he did.
But see, we haven't been in nothing like this other than the pandemic, so it's a little scary. So people losing money in their 401k. But I got a lot of friends that be calling me up because I'm an investor too. I'm a trader. So they tell me, man, I've lost $50,000 in my 401k. I'm just gonna pull all my money out. I say, please don't pull your money out. People, if you're listening to me, this is a time for you to go buy more stocks. Do not pull your money out of your retirement. Buy more, add to it while the stock is down. Because once it comes back, once this tariff stuff settles out, your money is gonna triple. It's going to triple. Do not pull your money out. I warn you again, do not pull your money out. You know?
No, I had a buddy make that mistake.
Yeah. It's just it's scary right now because you're not used to it. It's just scary. Ain't nothing wrong with you being scared when you lost money in your retirement. That's just natural. But if you don't know anything about trading and investing, it's definitely going to be scary for you. You know? Yeah. But those that are in the markets, this is very common. You know? Yeah. You know, I'm a gold trader. Gold go up and drop every time some man of power or woman say something that affects the market. It runs like a wildfire one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
And it you know, like they trying to say Jerome Powell and Trump into it now by interest rates. I don't know why Jerome just don't drop the interest rates. I don't get it. And you know, I'm gonna have to look more into that. But I was just thinking about this earlier today. Like, that's what kills me about our government. We don't work together. Like, why wouldn't Jerome? You know, how's that part of the government not connected to this part that Trump over here trying to do?
Right.
You know, why do we have to go to court to get something done? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
No, I don't either. And I don't get it.
Yeah, I understand they may want to do check to balance, you know, to keep everybody honest. But when you're trying to make a move for the better good of the American people, before either president say something, him and Jerome Powell should already be on the same page before Trump even speak. You know, and that's what any president and other branches of government, you know, because we got to move as a unit. We just can't be out here just moving separately.
No. And
then, you know, that's how you know that really, man, people don't be trying to help the country.
No.
You know, they don't really be trying.
They want to help themselves.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly. Because if you want to get something done, you can get it done.
Yeah, you can.
It's like they exactly. It's like they purposely just want to go against anything that a conservative say. They gonna go the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Just because.
It really is just because. Too.
Right. The truth is this, man. People like AOC, them women that she run with, they purposely look for a fight.
Oh yeah.
And now, once I thought that regime was over with, the Rat Pack, now you got a woman, and I hate to even bring her name up, man, because I don't want none of her stuff jumping up on my feed. That old Jasmine Crockett woman. Oh, she from your neck of the woods, man. Well, how y'all let that happen?
Look, she obviously got through the cracks somehow.
Man, that woman is out of control. It's like, what are you doing? You know, they don't even make sense. They just get up there and holler.
Yeah.
The louder they holler, they feel like that's what's gonna make change.
Yeah, they think that you hear them more.
I mean,
honey, I wasn't paying attention to you the first time.
Yeah.
Your mouth. I'm definitely not paying attention
now,
while you're yelling.
Exactly,
I
bro.
hate to break it to you.
Hey, I'm like, what is going on? Who let this woman come through here like this, man? You know? And I'm going to tell you, it made me sick from the so-called black leaders of this nation when people like Joe Biden, when he said that You ain't black if you don't vote for me.
Yeah.
That's the one dumb thing I heard him say slip out of his mouth. You ain't black if you don't
He said a
vote
few
for me.
things.
Yeah, he did. Now, because I'm black, I don't have the right not to vote for you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what?
I know what he was trying to say, but buddy, you didn't say it right. Said.
Yeah.
That's not what you said, and also, why are you making it about race the entire fucking time?
Exactly, bro. I vote for who I want to vote for. Black people, we ain't on the same page.
Yeah.
Because look at all the black on black crime out here. Look at all the white on white crime. Whites ain't on the same page. Yeah. Asians are killing each other in Asia and over here in America. Yeah. Bruh, stop with this, what all black folks supposed to think alike. Yeah. No, we don't. We don't supposed to think alike, bruh. It's supposed to be just the way it is. You think how you want to think. I think how I want to think.
That's right.
Point blank, period.
That's how it is as just humans, man.
Facts. Because, like I was talking to a guy about it today. You know, I have I'm type 2 diabetic, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't really eat fruits. It's foods that I stay away from, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I just recently started eating pineapples. And I noticed that when I eat the pineapples, my sugar numbers are low the next morning.
Really?
This morning it was at 98. Well, that's normal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, that's normal. And I ate pineapples all the way up until about 10:45 last night. And got into bed at like 11:30.
Yeah.
And woke up with my sugar number at 98. So it's like, what works for my body don't work for your body.
Right.
What works for, because I've been staying away from fruits.
Right.
Since I found out I was type 2 diabetic.
Right.
But fruits aren't good for diabetic. Oranges, sugary stuff.
Yeah.
So I say, I'm going to look it up and see what the internet says about this. Is this possible? And I said it has to have mixed emotions. And that's what the internet said. Some cases, yeah. Some cases, no.
It all depends on your body, man.
All depends on your body, bro. So, our own bodies ain't even alike, you know? I mean, what you can handle, I can't handle.
That's right. What you can handle, I can't handle.
Exactly. So, I don't even... And you can be a fat guy or a guy that may have a health problem, but he can probably still eat that, and you, a skinny cat, can't eat it at all.
Right.
Have you bent under a whole bench seat with your stomach hurting? You know?
That's right.
So this guy gonna get up as the president and generalize everybody. Mm-hmm. If you're black, you ain't voting for me. You ain't even the race God created you. Okay, Biden.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Get the fuck out of here. Bye.
Thank you for letting me know that all these years I've been writing black on my paperwork.
Right. And I'm not black, apparently.
Why?
Dude, you lied to me, ain't you?
Hey, look at what we just figured it out.
We just figured it out.
Because Biden, I didn't vote for you, brother. And I'm just telling you right now, I didn't know I went black. I didn't vote for you, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Shoot.
Oh, man.
But hey,
my ex-wife voted for him.
I'm sure she regretted it.
Yeah, because she became my ex-wife over that. I told her, I said, please don't. And she goes, no, I'm gonna. I said, honey, please. And so voting day came. And really, it wasn't really about that. That's not really why we got divorced. I always just tell people that because it's funny.
Yeah, I know.
And I said, so who'd you vote for? She goes, you already know. I said, did you really? I said, you can sleep outside tonight with a dog. And she said, oh, you can't do that to me. I said, you do it to me.
Ooh.
I'll do it to you. Tonight's your night.
Ooh. Should have played that blues song for her.
Uh-huh.
Tonight is the night. I'm going to make you a woman.
That's right.
Real women sleep outside.
Make me do it all the time.
Yeah, so she put you in the doghouse several times.
One of them, because I didn't really even do anything that bad.
See, with his hair, because he ain't had a haircut in a while, the hardest part is going to be to try to get his hair laid down while he's in here. Now, once he go home and take a shower, it'll lay on down. Of course, y'all know these southern outside working guys, all that head hair. Hey, that head hair is something real, man. People don't.
It really is.
People don't believe in that head hair like I've been trying to tell them.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
100%.
So one more thing I want to tell the American people that's listening, but it's okay to have a different opinion, to believe in something else. It's okay. You know, we can still be friends. We can still get up and go eat, and you can still believe what you believe. But I do want to say this about what Trump is doing. Trump is an innovator type of guy. He makes moves that are not popular to the average person. But you have to go through it to get to it. If you cut Trump off the first day he say something or make a move, he gonna sound like an idiot to you.
Yeah.
But you have to let him be Trump and see it through.
Yeah.
You have to. You got to give him that. And right now, people all look at tissue paper high, this, that. But you know what? If you go look at the numbers, because the news isn't telling you, eggs are down, gas is down to $2 and some change. Mm-hmm. But everybody's focused on the tariffs. Everybody's talking about the tariffs got this and got that, and the world saying they're losing it. But while all of that is going on, that distraction, all those other things are falling or coming down. Mm-hmm. Prices are getting cheaper. Mm-hmm. While you talking about your 401k, the regular everyday living has decreased, declined. So you must let things play out for the tariffs to kick in, which is what he's doing. China has been ripping us off all these years. They have been beating us up on goods. Because here's the kicker you got to look at and understand. China, go to China. Just go on your Google right now and pull up a picture of China. And the cars on the streets, or just pull up a parking lot of cars. You will never see a Ford or a Chevy or a Dodge in their Walmart parking lot. You're going to see China-made cars, China-made this products, China-made this, and then their economy, you wonder why their economy is number one in the world. They already got like, how many billions of people in their country, and then they take our product, build off of it, steal the idea, repackage it, and send it and sell it right back into America. Yep. Our own product. Yep. That you and I that made it in America, we're not even getting compensated off of it anymore because it's a different product because it changed. They changed the knob on the radio. Mm-hmm. So it's not the radio that come from America. It's our China radio. And because you so used to buying China product, you automatically think it's a good product.
It's not.
You automatically believe that a Toyota or a Camry or Honda is a good product. Automatically. But the truth is this. In the 70s, the car industry was booming here in America. In the 60s, it was booming here in America. That's when a lot of black people left the South and ran north straight up. They went straight up through Chicago and Detroit. The blacks from Mississippi and Alabama. That's what got a lot of blacks out of poverty in the 60s and 70s, was running to car manufacturing places. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And now those places don't even exist anymore. They have mass marketed overseas.
Yes, they have.
And we have got to stop that type stuff, man.
They
Why?
Really do.
Yeah, I mean, why shouldn't they have a Ford plant right there in Fort Worth? Why?
They should.
You wouldn't even be out on the road working if Ford was paying you $100,000 to walk up and down this the line.
Yeah. if I could get paid $100,000 to walk up and down the line instead of the $100,000 I make now,
Right, going up and down the highway.
Yeah, going up and down the highway.
You could be in your own bed,
Uh-huh.
seeing what your kids doing every day,
Exactly.
and raising your family.
Yep.
You know, it's crazy, man.
It is.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Trump. What he's doing is necessary. He's doing what's necessary that needs to be done. It just looks ugly right now.
Yeah.
But it's going to get better. Please do not pull your money out of your retirement. Leave it right where it's at. I guarantee it's gonna triple. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
I know so many people that became millionaires off of NVIDIA.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, leave it alone. I have NVIDIA stocks myself. Leave it alone. Why it's down, now is your time to buy. If anything, go to the S&P 500. Just start picking, let the S&P, just invest in that. Go invest in the S&P 500, man. It'll diversify different stocks, and you should be in good hands. Just doing that, especially now. Now is definitely the time.
Yeah.
But people looking at, man, I gotta go. You trying to tell me I gotta throw money into a down stock market? Yep, that's how you get you more shares.
Yep, it is.
The last guy that just left my chair, he was asking me about what to invest in. He pulled out his Fidelity stuff. He said, I haven't joined them yet. They're trying to tell me to. But what do I do? I say just get you some S&P. If you're not used to trading and or you ain't got nobody else handling it for you, just invest in some safe stuff.
Yeah.
They pick your top 5 to 10 companies in the world and they do it all. It's all good, man. Just try to do the best you can.
Yeah. Not good.
Because investing in Coca-Cola and Walmart right now really ain't gonna get you nothing.
No.
Those companies not growing like that anymore. They've already grown. We missed the run with them. We was too young. Bitcoin is the best for us at this point. And now Bitcoin's so high, you really can't win off Bitcoin right now.
You can't.
Now, if you find out it's going to $1 million, then you're like, God dog, I should have jumped in at 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
But how much can a regular person buy at 100,000? So it can be some money by the time they make it to $1 million. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because if all you had was 17, whatever the deal may be, I can't even remember how much Bitcoin I had. I bought in at 15,000. Back when Corona hit. I bought Bitcoin at 15,000. And I didn't ride it all the way to 100,000. I jumped out way before then.
Did you?
Yeah. Now that it went to 100,000, I could kick myself for, but it's part of life though. You kick yourself Monday morning quarterbacking, but you're not God. You don't know what's gonna happen.
That's right.
Now I have another friend that a friend bought him $100 worth of Bitcoin back in like 2011, 2012, somewhere around there when it first came out. And he now got $6 million.
Good Lord.
Off of $100 investment that he didn't even buy. Friend gave it to him. His friend kept talking, and I had friends back then that was talking to me about it, but I didn't know how to get it. I was already computer novice. I didn't know anything about the stuff. And then I didn't know how to get it. And a lot of folks just didn't know how to get it because we heard about it. But
back then, I think you had to mine what they call
exactly. You had to mine. I'm gonna tell you when people start taking it serious because I had partners that was straight up and down attacking me, upset at me for talking about Bitcoin. And when those guys shut that hospital down, those Russians shut
yeah.
that hospital down,
Yeah.
and they asked for 100 million Bitcoin,
yeah.
that's when he called me up. And it was literally the next week after he was shooting at me. Got upset. He apologized to me. He called me up just to apologize.
Yeah.
He said, you know, I want to apologize to you. I just heard the news. He said it got to be something to it. He said for this to happen, it got to be something to it. He said, I don't know what it is and what's the something, but it has to be something.
Yeah.
If they shut the whole electrical system down, bank, hospital can't even run to figure out to get some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I owe you an apology, bro. I said, apology accepted. Now you're going to learn to listen to me.
Right.
Yeah, just for those that not investors, see, my dad is an investor, man. I've been around it all my life, and I definitely have not done well with knowing about it all of my life. I definitely did not do my part. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do my part like I should have. Because if I did, you wouldn't see me cutting hair on this video. I wouldn't be buying and selling houses. I wouldn't be doing none of that. But it's better late than never, and
That's I ain't no joke.
I'm late. My daddy tried to get me to learn the market back when I was 15 years old, man. He wrote some stuff out for me, man, but I just didn't understand it. Just looked like scribbly lines, and you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting you in the game, big dog.
Oh yeah.
All right, now we're gonna turn him around, take a look at his line and stuff in the mirror. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see the outcome of this here thing and the ends in. You look at that earthquake going down the middle of his head.
Dude, for real.
Look at the camera. See the earthquake going right splitting down the middle of his head.
That's funny.
All the way to the back. Right here to that swirl. His natural swirl. Oh yeah, I like the haircut, bro.
Yeah, man. It looks good.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Now what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna see if I can get some of these spiky hairs off. I'm gonna cut it going forward just a little bit. We got that 1.5. Yeah, you hear it. You know, let me try to, cause you're gonna brush your hair back forward and stuff. So see if I can get it going that way for you, son. Without gapping you up. Cause see, the reason you see this part is because his hair is going to the side over here. And it's coming this way over here. So I'm going to try to... You hear it ain't cutting nothing, right? But if I go that way, it's going to cut a lot. I'm scared to even show y'all. So I ain't going to show you. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to pick this here up, this little razor. Not that he don't even really need one, but I'm going to just bump him a little bit, man. You know. Give him a Mississippi haircut. Let him know what he missing when he back in Texas.
That's right.
He can refer to his barber, refer this video to his barber when he get back to Texas and say, hey, this is what I want. It's a fella down there in Mississippi that Joe Biden said wasn't black. Did this to me.
I'll tell him to.
Let him know. That's how we get down. And it's like, we got a lot of good barbers down here in South Mississippi, though, man.
Yeah.
I hate to toot my own horn, but I taught about half of them. I ain't gonna even lie. A lot of barbers used to work for me, and I started them out. They didn't even know how to turn a clipper on. No lie. They didn't even know what the lever was for on the side. That's real talk. They would ask me, "What is this for?" I helped them go to school.
Yeah.
Help give them gas money, food money. On a weekly basis.
There you go.
Yep. Them guys were 19 years old. Now some of them own their own barbershop. All of them married with kids. And
good.
so it's good that I'm able to play a part in their life.
Yes, sir.
Some of them are doing it part-time. They got good full-time jobs, so they don't want to quit.
Right.
One of them moved back to Atlanta and started his own shop down there.
Good deal.
Yep. So I just do my part, man.
That's all we can do.
That's it. All right, so we're gonna show you this brother hair right quick. See a nice little fade we got up in there, not that too deep. Nice tape across the back right here. Cut, chill y'all down like this here. Ring around the rosy, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket full of posies.
Ashes to ashes.
And here's what I do to all my customers at the end. I look right in the camera. I say, do we have another point at it? Do we have another satisfied customer?
Yes, we do.
And that's a Raj Dodge. All right, thank you, man. See you guys later.